It's been a very interesting budget process versus in the past. This is my 9th budget. And usually there are people who are saying, I don't want this, I do want that, and so on and so on. There's been very little of that. In fact, there's only been 2 motions. One was to give a little bit of money back to the fire department, and one was to cut a little bit of money from the library. That's been it. And I think what that actually says is that, when I first started this job 9 years ago, we completely blew up the budget process and figured out ways where we could be much more open much earlier in the process. In the old days, it really was true that the budget would come in with some untenable number so that council could look like heroes and cut it during the week. And we've gone away from that to something that's much more open, realistic, much more iterative. We've been working on it together for 9 months now, very openly with the community. And I think what it really says is, look, this is actually a very fair budget. And it also says that we've already found $607 million in savings. There's another $100 million in savings in this budget, but that those easy cuts just aren't there anymore.
Interesting. It's been obviously an incredibly tough years for the city. Oil and gas and the energy sector will remain a foundation of our economy for decades to come, but we have to start to refocus our efforts on the future. That's agribusiness, financial services, transportation and logistics, life sciences and health, creative industries and tourism. And so we need to ensure that Calgary Economic Development has all of the appropriate resources they need to go out and leverage jobs, attract investment, undertake business development, all of the things that are outlined in our economic development strategy. And this was a very important decision for council to make.
Well, we're incredibly focused right now on the downtown core, on restoring jobs to our city, attracting investment and attracting talent. And Calgary Economic is the heart of who does that for the city. So getting them up to full budget funding it's incredibly important at this time.
No, it's incredibly misplaced priorities. I can't help but feel that we're letting down Calgarians. We're cutting the fire department. We're giving a 30–40% increase to arts. It's just, in my opinion, we need to focus on the need-to-haves before we move to the nice-to-haves. And after a certain point, we have to attack the base. Just spending goes up year over year, and you can't tell me in a budget that increases by $150 million a year that we can't find savings and actual reductions. So later today I'm going to be proposing a 5% cut to all non-essential services for administration to allocate appropriately.